My child, whatever you are doing right now, I need you to pause and listen with every part of your heart, because the message that is reaching you at this very moment did not come by accident. It is not coincidence, not luck, and not a random whisper floating through your day. This is intentional, divine, precise. This is a spiritual interruption sent directly to your path because something has shifted around you, something you sensed but couldn't fully understand. You've been feeling a weight lately, haven't you? A strange heaviness that you tried to ignore. Maybe you blamed it on stress, or a bad night's sleep, or too many thoughts crowding your mind. But deep down, deep inside your spirit, you knew it wasn't just that. You felt a presence near you, close enough to unsettle your peace, yet hidden enough to make you question your own instincts. That sensation you felt. The sudden shiver, the tightening of your chest, the way the air seemed to change for no reason, that wasn't your imagination. That was the warning. That was your spirit reacting to what your eyes could not yet see. Because someone has been watching you. Not a stranger lurking far away. Not a passing threat that will disappear tomorrow. But a man whose intentions are darker than the shadows he hides in. And tonight, I am pulling back the veil so you can finally see the truth that has been circling you for far too long. If you can feel the seriousness of this moment, type "I am listening" in the comments so the heavens know your heart is awake. This man, this presence that keeps brushing against your life, has been studying you carefully. Not with love. Not with admiration. But with hunger. He has observed your patterns, memorized your vulnerabilities, watched your routines the same way a predator watches a door waiting for the right moment to slip inside. But here is what makes him so dangerous: he does not look like a threat. He does not come with wildness in his eyes or anger dripping from his voice. No. His appearance is crafted with purpose. His disguise is meant to calm your guard, not raise it. He wears the face of maturity, of respectability, of someone you might instinctively trust. A man with hair as gray as the clouds before a storm. You must understand this, my child, his gray hair is not a symbol of wisdom. It is a tool. A costume. A mask. He knows very well what your world believes about age. People think gray hair means experience, harmlessness, a gentle heart that has lived enough life to be kind. He is counting on that assumption. He is relying on the softness in your heart to ignore the danger in his presence. But make no mistake, the silver on his head hides darkness, not goodness. If you are ready for that mask to be ripped away, type "reveal the truth" in the comments. Because the truth is this: his eyes betray him. They are not the eyes of a man who cares. They are not the eyes of a soul filled with life. They are cold, emptier than an abandoned room, darker than a night without stars. You will know him the moment you truly look. There is no warmth, no humanity, no softness in his gaze. Just calculation. Just hunger. Just the coldness of a heart that feels nothing for the pain he causes. These eyes have been on you far longer than you realize. He has watched you struggle. He has watched you rise. He has watched you laugh and break and rebuild yourself. Not because he admires your strength, but because he has been searching for cracks. Searching for openings. Searching for the one moment where he can walk into your life unnoticed. But he is not waiting any longer. His plan, crafted quietly, patiently, is nearly ready to unfold. Within the next 24 hours, he intends to step out from the shadows and into your world. Not with force. Not with violence. But with something far more dangerous: charm. Kind words. A gentle tone. A friendly approach meant to disarm you. His voice will be soft, steady, strangely calming. But that calm will not belong to goodness, it will belong to a predator confident in his trap. If you feel a chill right now, that is your spirit confirming the truth. If you feel your heart tightening, that is your intuition waking up. If you feel the urge to pray, listen to it. Because he is closer than you think. You may have crossed paths with him before without realizing it. Perhaps he stood behind you in a line. Maybe he passed you on the street. Maybe he sat nearby in a place you frequent. You didn't feel danger then. It wasn't time yet. He was still observing, still calculating, still waiting. But tomorrow, he intends to strike. Not loudly. Not openly. But quietly, silently, slowly slipping into the vulnerable spaces of your life. If you refuse to let him take what is yours, type "My light will shine" in the comments. Because here is the second truth I need you to understand: he will not appear as an enemy. He will appear as a helper. He will try to become someone you confide in. Someone who offers understanding. Someone who pretends to carry your burdens with you. He will mirror your emotions, echo your fears, speak into your loneliness, not to comfort you, but to control you. His words will feel soft but seep like poison. Not all at once. Not suddenly. But slowly, drip by drip, until you cannot tell which thoughts are yours and which ones he planted. He wants to confuse you. To make you doubt your own strength. To make you question everything you used to stand firm on. To weaken you emotionally so that he can slip deeper into your life without resistance. This is not just manipulation. This is strategy. If you feel a tightening in your spirit right now, it's because you already sensed something was off. Your spirit was right. You were not imagining it. This man wants to steal something far more valuable than money or possessions. He wants your peace. Your joy. Your clarity. Your sense of direction. Your confidence in yourself. Your connection with the divine. Because once a person loses those things, they become easy to control. But hear me clearly, my child, he will not succeed. Because tonight, the veil is lifted. Tonight, the warning has reached you. Tonight, your eyes are being opened before he makes his move. If you want to know exactly how to defeat him when tomorrow comes, type "I am ready" in the comments. Because this is only the beginning. And I am about to reveal the strategy that will protect you, weaken him, and turn his entire plan back onto his own head. But only if you want to hear it. Here is part 2, 2,000+ words, same theme, same emotion, same style, completely new wording, YouTube safe, deeply engaging, no reused lines. When you want part 3, just say part 3. White medium star part 2, 2,000+ words, fully unique continuation. My child, now that you have opened your heart to the truth, I need you to steady yourself for what I am about to reveal next. Because what comes now is not just a warning, it is a map, a preparation, a spiritual shield being placed around you before the storm arrives. Do you feel that slight tension in your chest? That subtle tightening in the atmosphere around you? That is not fear, that is your spirit waking up. That is the inner warrior inside you rising at the sound of truth being spoken. The enemy thought you would remain unaware, unprepared, unfocused. But now, your eyes are open, and once the eyes of the spirit awaken, darkness loses its advantage. The man with the gray hair is not simply approaching your life by coincidence or curiosity. No. His arrival has purpose, dark purpose. He is not driven by chance but by intention. He has set his mind on entering your world, and he believes he has found the perfect way to do so. He plans to enter through your trust. Not through force. Not through exposure, but through closeness. He does not want to frighten you. Fear would push you away. He wants to comfort you. He wants to appear at exactly the moment when your guard is lowest, when your heart is tired, when you are longing for someone to understand you. He wants to arrive like an answer to a silent prayer you whispered in frustration. He knows the timing. He knows the angle. He knows the emotion he wants to imitate. This is how deception works. Not by shouting, but by whispering. If you refuse to let deception enter your life, type "Give me discernment" in the comments. Because discernment is what will save you. Discernment is what will expose him before he even has the chance to speak his first lie. Let me show you how he plans to approach. He will come with stillness in his expression. A calm face. A soft smile that doesn't reach his eyes. His voice will be steady, almost soothing, deliberately crafted to place your heart at ease. He wants you to feel safe with him instantly. He wants your defenses to melt before your spirit even has time to question his presence. He will say something that sounds gentle, maybe familiar. Something like, "You seem troubled, is everything okay?" Or, "I can tell you're carrying a lot. You don't have to carry it alone." These are not words of concern, they are fishing hooks. He is not checking on your heart. He is checking for openings. He wants you to talk. To share. To open your world just enough that he can slip in. Because once you speak, he listens not with compassion, but calculation. But you must understand something important: he will not reveal his true intentions immediately. Deceivers are patient. He will offer small comforts first. Tiny gestures of false support. Moments of fabricated empathy. He will say the kind of things that sound like wisdom but are hollow inside. He will pretend to understand your pain so he can become the first person you turn to when the weight of life becomes heavy. This is how he begins. If you refuse to let manipulation control your emotions, type "My spirit is awake" in the comments. Because once your spirit is awake, the enemy's whispers lose their power. Here is how he intends to move next. Once he believes he has earned a small piece of your trust, he will begin shaping your thoughts. Not aggressively, subtly. So subtly you would think the thoughts were your own. He will plant questions in your mind. Are you sure those people care about you? Maybe you're overthinking. Let me explain. These lines are not guidance, they are seeds. Seeds of doubt. Seeds of confusion. Seeds meant to disconnect you from the people who truly love you so he can become the loudest voice in your life. This is how emotional traps are built, not through force, but through influence. If you feel even a spark of recognition, it's because your spirit knows this pattern. Your intuition has whispered warnings before, but you brushed them aside because you couldn't see the source. Now you see it. Now the disguise is breaking. Now the truth is unfolding. He wants to isolate you, not physically, but mentally. Emotionally. Spiritually. Because a person who feels isolated becomes easier to control. He will say things like, "I understand you better than anyone. You don't have to hide anything from me. You're safe with me." He wants your dependence. Because the moment he becomes your emotional anchor, he becomes your puppeteer. But I need you to hear me clearly, this will not happen to you. You are not unprotected. You have received the warning before the attack. You have received the revelation before the deception. If you choose strength over fear, type "My light will not dim" in the comments. Because your light is exactly what he fears. Now listen closely, child, because this is where his plan turns darker. Once he feels you trust him, he will begin to drain you. He will drain your joy slowly, by making you question your worth. He will drain your peace by making you overthink small things. And he will always keep you just uncertain enough that you keep returning to him for validation. This is the cycle he wants to create. This is how he tightens his grip. But here is the most dangerous part. He will pretend that you are the one leaning on him, when in reality, he is the one clinging to you. Because without you, he has no power. Without you, he has no entry point. Without your attention, he cannot plant his lies. He needs you far more than you need him. And that is why he fears the moment you wake up. The moment you see clearly. The moment your spirit stands tall. Because once you recognize him, he loses everything. If you are ready to take your power back, type "I take authority" in the comments. Now let me reveal a truth that will shift the ground beneath him. He believes you are alone. He thinks your heart is unguarded. But tonight, that illusion ends. Because tonight, you are being covered, completely, fiercely, divinely. Your spirit is being armed. You are not vulnerable the way he imagines. You are surrounded by light, and light does not fear shadows. Let me show you what will happen next. Not in his plan, but in yours. When he approaches you tomorrow, something inside you will shift. A sense of clarity. A sudden alertness. You will look into his gray hair and see not wisdom, but disguise. Your spirit will identify him instantly. He will realize his plan is crumbling before it even starts. He will try to adjust, smile deeper, speak softer, act kinder. But you will not fall for it. Because your eyes are open now. Your spirit is armed. And no weapon. No deception, no manipulation, no emotional trap, will succeed. My child, now that the truth has begun unfolding before your eyes, I need you to breathe deeply and prepare your spirit for what comes next. Because the moment he steps into your world tomorrow, everything will depend on your awareness. Not fear. Not panic. Not anger. Awareness. When truth enters a room, deception loses its balance. When a spirit becomes alert, darkness begins to tremble. And right now, your spirit is rising into a place of power that he never expected. He thinks you are unprepared. He thinks you are unaware. He believes he has the advantage. But you are about to become the one thing he cannot manipulate, a person who sees straight through him. If you are ready to walk into tomorrow with clarity instead of confusion, type "My eyes are open" in the comments. Because the moment you declare it, the spiritual fog around you will begin to lift. Now listen carefully, child, because I am about to show you the exact moment when everything in his plan collapses. Tomorrow, when he approaches you, he will try to move with a gentle confidence, not hurried, not nervous, not aggressive. He wants to appear controlled, balanced, harmless. This is how predators survive, by appearing like protectors. But when he comes near you, something will happen that he did not anticipate. Your spirit will react before your mind even processes his presence. You may feel a sudden shift in your chest, or a tightening around your shoulders, or a stillness in the air around your body. That is not fear. That is your spirit shielding itself. That is divine protection rising to the surface. This is the sign. This is the moment. Your spirit will know him before he speaks a single word. If you want your spirit to remain alert at the exact moment he appears, type "Protect my spirit" in the comments. Now let me reveal something deeper. Something he has no idea you will know. The man with the gray hair does not approach empty-handed. He carries with him an energy, a presence, a force that tries to enter a person long before he opens his mouth. It is subtle. It is quiet. It is disguised under a peaceful demeanor. But when that energy touches someone who is spiritually awake, it feels wrong. Not loud, but unsettling. Imagine a beautifully wrapped gift, but inside it lies a venomous snake. That is the energy he carries. If your inner light remains strong, that darkness cannot penetrate you. If your awareness stays sharp, his presence cannot confuse you. This is why you were given this message today, to prepare you for the moment his darkness attempts to step into your light. Let me tell you exactly how he will begin the conversation. He will not start with a question that makes you uneasy. No. He will ask something simple, something harmless. How are you doing today? Or, you look like something is on your mind. He will pretend he cares. He will try to sound compassionate. But here is what he does not know: your spirit has already blocked his access. When you answer him tomorrow, your words will not be ordinary words. They will carry authority. You don't have to shout. Your spiritual posture will do it for you. If you want that spiritual strength, write "My spirit stands tall" in the comments. Now listen closely. When he speaks, something inside him will shift. His calm demeanor may crack for just a moment. His smile may fade slightly. His eyes may flicker with confusion. Because he will feel it. He will feel the boundary. Darkness recognizes when a person carries spiritual fire. He will sense that fire in you instantly. He may attempt to offer help. He may pretend to give advice. But his words will not sink into your heart. They will fall flat. They will hit a spiritual wall he cannot cross. Why? Because now you see him. You see his mask. You see everything. If you're ready to walk in that level of clarity, type "I see the truth." Now let me reveal step 2 of his plan, the part he believes is foolproof. Once he realizes he cannot enter your heart emotionally, he will switch strategies. He will attempt to enter through concern. He will pretend to notice something in your life that needs advice. He will try to position himself as a guide, a mentor, a voice of reason, a source of wisdom. This is where his gray hair becomes his favorite tool. He expects you to equate age with guidance. He expects you to assume his intentions are pure. He expects you to lower your guard because he appears gentle. But tomorrow, something will happen that he did not prepare for. Instead of seeing him as wise, you will see him as exposed. His disguise will lose its power over you. His age will not impress you. His calmness will not lull you. His soft voice will not influence you. His empty eyes will not deceive you. Because truth burns away illusions. If you are ready for illusion-breaking clarity, type "No mask can fool me." Now here is the moment he fears the most, the moment you respond to him with confidence. When you answer him tomorrow, don't answer with fear. Don't answer with apology. Don't answer with hesitation. Answer with calmness, because calmness confuses the plans of manipulators. Something as simple as, "I'm doing well. Thank you," will shake him. Why? Because he expects tension. He expects nervousness. He expects uncertainty. When he doesn't find those weaknesses in you, his plan fractures. His next step? He will try to linger. He will try to stay near you longer than necessary. He may ask another question. He may attempt to offer more false comfort. He may stand too close, just to feel out your energy. But what he does not know is that your spirit is no longer available for him to access. Your aura will reject him. Your intuition will shut him out. Your light will push him back. He will not be able to hide behind his soft voice anymore. He will not be able to hide behind his gray hair. He will not be able to hide behind his false kindness. Your spiritual strength will expose his motives immediately. He will try one final tactic. He will look deeper into your eyes. Manipulators use eye contact like a weapon. It is how they enter the mind. But when he looks into your eyes tomorrow, he will not see vulnerability. He will see resistance. He will see awareness. He will see himself reflected in your stare, and that will terrify him. If you want that fire in your eyes, type "My spirit burns bright." Now let me show you what will happen spiritually at that moment. The atmosphere around you will shift. A pressure will lift. He will feel it. His confidence will weaken. His smile may tighten. Because your presence, your awakened presence, is stronger than his hidden agenda. Then something inside him will whisper, "This won't work. Not with this one." And that is when he will begin to retreat. Slowly. Casually. So it doesn't look suspicious. But inwardly, he will be shaken. Not because you confronted him with words. Not because you exposed him to others. But because your spirit stood firm, calm, alert, unshaken, untouched by his deception. This is your spiritual authority in action. If you are ready to walk in that authority tomorrow, type "I am protected." But my child, listen closely. My child, now that you have seen the deception for what it truly is, now that the mask of the gray-haired man has been completely stripped away, it is time for you to understand the final and most powerful truth about this entire situation. Because what comes next is not just about him, it is about you, your purpose, your path, and the reason darkness tried so desperately to enter your life. Let your heart be still for a moment. Because what I am about to reveal is not something small. It is not something casual. This is the turning point of your journey. If you're ready to receive it, type "I am ready for truth" in the comments. Now listen closely. When he retreats tomorrow, when he realizes that his deception cannot pierce your spirit, he will walk away quietly. He won't shout. He won't react violently. He will simply withdraw, like a shadow that realizes the dawn has come sooner than expected. His steps will be slow, but inside, he will be shaken. Not by your words, but by your strength. He came believing you were fragile. He leaves realizing you are fortified. And it is in that moment, when his presence fades from your path, that something transformative will happen in the spiritual realm. A door will close. Not a physical door. A spiritual one. A boundary he thought he could cross will be sealed permanently. Your spirit will relax as if a burden you never invited begins to dissolve into nothingness. It will feel like breathing clean air after being trapped in a room that was slowly losing oxygen. This is not imagination. This is divine repositioning. Now let me tell you the part he never wanted you to know. He targeted you because of your purpose. Your spirit carries a radiance he cannot imitate. Your destiny holds influence he cannot reach. You walk with a calling he fears. There are people you are meant to inspire. There are hearts you are meant to heal. Your presence shifts the atmosphere in ways you do not even realize. This is why he watched you. Because darkness only attacks where light is rising. If you know in your heart that you carry a purpose bigger than your fear, type "My destiny is protected." Now my child, let me explain why this moment is so critical. You are standing at the edge of a new chapter in your life. A chapter where your spirit becomes stronger. You have been walking through a season where you felt tired, not just physically, but emotionally and spiritually. You questioned yourself. You wondered why certain people shifted away from you. You wondered why some doors closed unexpectedly. You wondered why some days felt heavier than others. It wasn't because you did anything wrong. It was because you were being prepared. Preparation can feel like pressure. Growth can feel like discomfort. Elevation can feel like isolation. But every pressure was shaping you. Every discomfort was strengthening you. Every lonely moment was sharpening your discernment. Your spirit has graduated to a higher level of awareness. And now that the gray-haired man's plan has been exposed and defeated, that elevation will happen faster. Now let me tell you something beautiful, something he didn't expect, something he had no power to stop. Your blessing begins from the moment his influence ends. The moment he walks away tomorrow is the moment a spiritual chain breaks off your life. The moment his presence leaves is the moment clarity returns. The moment his plan fails is the moment your next season activates. He thought he was delaying your progress. He thought he was draining your light. He thought he was weakening your spirit. But all he did was strengthen your awareness. And awareness is the greatest shield you can carry. If you're ready for this next season to begin, type "My new season starts now." Now let me show you the deeper truth of why you were targeted. You are approaching a breakthrough. A spiritual breakthrough. An emotional breakthrough. A personal breakthrough. A financial breakthrough. There is an energy around you right now, a shift that even you have quietly sensed. Something is aligning in your life. Something is unlocking. Something is moving in your favor even if you cannot yet touch it or see it. The enemy always strikes hardest when the blessing is closest. This is why he approached now. This is why he observed you now. This is why he attempted manipulation now. This is why his plan unfolded in this season, not the last, not the next, but now. Because something in your spirit, your purpose, your identity is rising. And when a person rises, anything built on deception falls. Now hear this clearly. In the next 7 days, you will feel a shift. A release. A breakthrough. A confirmation. Something that was delayed will open. Something that was heavy will lift. Something that was confusing will become clear. Something that felt impossible will begin to move. Whether it is peace returning to your heart, or an opportunity appearing, or strength rising within you, or clarity settling in your mind, something is about to change. This is your reward for choosing discernment over deception. If you accept this 7-day blessing, type "I receive it." Now let me reveal one more truth, something very important for your growth. Do not walk into tomorrow with fear. Walk into tomorrow with confidence. Fear was never meant to be your companion. Discernment is your guide now. Strength is your foundation. Awareness is your protection. You do not need to expose him publicly. You do not need to confront him aggressively. You do not need to defend yourself violently. Your clarity is your defense. Your calmness is your boundary. Your awareness is your shield. Your spirit speaks louder than any words you could say. And once he senses that shield, he will retreat on his own. Not because he wants to, but because he cannot survive in the presence of a spirit that refuses to be fooled. And after he leaves, he will not return. Not because he doesn't want access to your life, but because spiritually, he will be blocked from you permanently. Your intuition will rise every time darkness comes close. You have become untouchable to him. Let me tell you something now that will settle your heart. You did nothing to deserve manipulation. You were targeted because you are chosen. Because your destiny is significant. And chosen people are always watched by both heaven and hell. But heaven always wins. If you trust that divine protection is already covering your path, write Amen in the comments. Now my child, before this message closes, I want to speak directly to your heart. You are not entering the next season alone. You are not walking into tomorrow unguarded. You are not facing the world without support. You are surrounded. You are guided. You are watched over. You are protected. You are deeply, fiercely, unconditionally loved. And nothing, no man, no plan, no shadow, can change that. Your journey continues from here. Your destiny strengthens from here. Your breakthroughs rise from here. Walk with confidence. Walk with clarity. Walk with peace. If this message strengthened your spirit, then my child, stay connected. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and let this family of light grow stronger around you. For every subscriber, I declare an overflow of peace over your home. And if you feel led to support this channel through super thanks, even $20, may abundance return to you in ways that exceed your imagination. You are protected. You are rising. You are chosen. And your story is just beginning.